guys, welcome back to today's video. If you're new here, hi, I'm McKenna, and today I am filming a travel essentials / travel hack video. For those of you who do not know, I am actually studying abroad in Australia. I leave tomorrow, which is crazy. But anyway, as you can see, my room's kind of a mess. I have like a suitcase behind me. One is already packed and ready to get put in the car. But anyways, I leave tomorrow and I just thought I would talk about some of my tips and tricks that I've come across just from traveling over the years. This is the first time I'm flying internationally, but I have flown to many different states across the US. But anyway, let's get into it. Also, side note, if you hear yelling and talking in the background, that would be my brother playing Fortnite, so yeah. I have all of the tips written on my phone, so let's get into it. So first one is photocopies of documents. So this kind of more applies internationally, but I have a lot of documents, especially considering I'm studying abroad at a different university. So I have like confirmation of enrollment and stuff like that. So it's important to have photocopies of your visa and passport and all that stuff. And the second part kind of goes with it is to separate where you put the document. So I have a photocopy of all the documents I need, and that's going to be in my backpack and my carry-on. And then I'm also have a second set of photocopies, and that's going to be in my suitcase. So I separate them just in case, say if I lose one and whatnot, I have an extra backup. And I also take photos of the documents on my phone. Second is bring an empty water bottle. Okay, I thought this was like, I thought this was common sense to like bring an empty water bottle, but I always bring my hydro flask and I make sure it's empty to go through security, and then I just fill it up in the airport so I have water all the way throughout the plane instead of asking for like a tiny little water cup. But I see people all the time not coming to the airport with water, and then they buy like a $4 16-ounce water bottle. I'm like,
why would you waste money?
Anyway, obviously this is reusable. It's not good to use plastic. I really don't drink out of plastic water bottles. Obviously because they're not good for environment, and it's stupid because they're not reusable when you can have a 32-ounce hydro that keeps ice. Anyway, just bring a water bottle and then you're hydrated. So that's another thing when you're flying, is to stay hydrated, especially the fact that I'm going to be on a 15-hour flight. It's easy just to be sitting there and not drinking water because you're physically not doing anything, but it doesn't mean your body doesn't need water. So your body needs water to obviously function, and it's really, really easy to get dehydrated when you're traveling for a really long period of time. But anyway, another tip is to, I'm just adding this, I always forget to do this, is if you have a hydro or a straw lid, when you're flying, make sure you take the straw out of the lid when you're flying, at least for takeoff, because the air pressure and the altitude makes the water like spew out of the lid. And I've done this so many times when I reach to go get my water and I open it and there's like water spills all over me, or I like just woke up from a nap and then I just like get water over everything that is in my lap. So anyway, make sure you take the straw out and bring your own water bottle. Next is bring snacks. Snacks! It's obviously because I'll be on a long plane ride, I'll be getting food, but it's always good to have snacks. I like to have like chickpeas, like dried chickpeas, and like edamame, and certain little snacks and like bars, maybe a banana, but that gets pretty ripe when it's like sitting in your bag. But small little healthy snacks that will keep me full, and that I'm not just gonna keep feeding myself and not stop until the bag is empty. So that's really important. So make sure you're packing healthy stuff, whether it's like dried fruit and some nuts, like fruit and nut mix or anything like that. Make sure it's healthy and it's really easy for you to stop, because if you pack something that you love, you know that when you're on a plane, you're just gonna eat it and not stop. So there's that one. Hand sanitizer. Bring a small hand sanitizer. We all know how disgusting airports are and airplanes, and everyone's sick and you're touching your seat buckle and you're going to the bathroom and the tray table, everything's disgusting and infested in germs. And I always get sick after traveling because I don't use hand sanitizer enough, and I just am not conscious about where I'm putting my hands, I guess. Anyway, bring a small thing of hand sanitizer. Constantly sanitize your hands. Even sometimes wipe down your tray table and like your seat area, because you never know who is sitting in front of you that could have been sick. Just avoid getting sick at all costs. Another one is bring a small toiletry bag. I never really did this because I never really had to because I was either going on like 2-hour flights, or the longest flight I've been on is maybe to Florida. In Hawaii, we do pretty often is only like 5 or 6, and I'm like, oh, I don't need a toiletry bag. But always bring like small lotion. You never know if you're getting super dry. A lot of people get super dried out from being in an airplane, especially when it's cold. And you can use lotion. Always bring small toiletries like tampons and stuff like that, because obviously as girls we never know when Mother Nature's gonna hit us with a gift, you know? So it's always good to have that stuff packed and ready to go, because no one wants to be on a flight, whether you need a tampon or you need lotion or you need something within the toiletry realm and you don't have it and you packed it away. This is another important tip. Make a list of things you need to pack the day of. So I think everyone kind of has an idea of like what they're packing and when they do it beforehand, like all the stuff I have in my luggage right now. But the day that you leave, you're using your stuff until the last minute. So like I have my outlet with all of my chargers and say like my Apple Watch charger, my phone charger, stuff like that, like sunglasses, wallet, like all those things, like my retainers, all those things you'll be using kind of to the last minute until you leave. So it's really important when you wake up in the morning, whether your flight's at 8 p.m. or at 8 a.m., that you have a list and you make sure you pack that stuff in your carry-on or wherever you're packing it before you go. Because if you don't make a list, sometimes it'll just slip your mind because you don't think you need it, or you just forget because it's not in your daily routine to like, oh, let me just grab my charger, because you always have one wherever you go. So just make sure you make a list, and that will make sure you don't forget anything, because I think we've all been at that point where we forget things. Okay. Boarding passes. So if you have an Apple phone, which I think everyone does, or at least most people, you can put your boarding pass in your Apple Wallet, which is really cool on the Apple, I think it's just called Wallet app on your phone. And this is great because you can get it printed out and you can put it in your wallet. So say you went to the bathroom and somehow you flushed it down the toilet or something, you're not screwed after you go through security, like you have it on your phone. So that's kind of goes hand in hand almost with like extra copies of the document, but it's pretty cool that you can put it in your wallet. So unless you lose your phone in your boarding pass, hopefully if you lose something you end up losing one. I don't know. Dress comfy, who cares? Honestly, this has been my motto pretty much my whole life, whether it's in the airport or in real time. But just dress comfy. Like I think I'll be wearing like leggings and shorts and bringing like extra clothes to change into based on the weather. I don't trust people who wear jeans on airplanes. I don't. Why would you wear jeans when you could wear leggings or shorts or sweatpants or anything comfier? Also heels. I just don't trust those people. Why would you want to do that? I understand if it's like for business, but like bring extra shoes. Like my feet get so fat and swollen on airplanes. I couldn't imagine wearing heels, let alone my feet like barely fit into my tennis shoes when I'm flying because I have marshmallow feet. Anyway, dress comfy, dress light. Always bring a jacket because everyone knows the airplanes are like -5 degrees. So make sure you grab a sweatshirt or like a scarf or something like that where you can layer yourself and it doesn't take up too much room. And it's kind of a plus, especially when you're packing. Like I always wear tennis shoes on the plane regardless of where I'm going because it takes up more space and it's heavier than like Birkenstocks. And I always bring a sweatshirt just in case, and you can always use it as like a blanket or a pillow if needed. Last two, gum. I always have gum when I'm flying because of the air pressure and taking off and landing. Like it's always good to have gum so you can pop your ears, because no one likes when your ears get plugged and you can't hear. So I usually pull out a piece of gum right when we depart and then right when we land, just so it helps my ears. And the last one is 2 types of headphones. So I bring 2 different types of headphones when I travel, at least when I am on the plane, and that's because I like to use Bluetooth, so then it's easier. I don't have to worry about a cord and it's connected and I can, you know, tuck my phone away, or I can charge it if need be, because of the stupid converter you can't like listen to headphones and charge anyway. Whatever. Anyway, that is the end of my travel essential / travel tips, trips, and hacks for when you are flying. Anyways, I'm gonna finish packing today and I leave tomorrow. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for some fun Australia vlogs. And I will catch up with you guys later. Bye guys.